Hello, everybody. My name is Louis Thomas, and I'm Regional Sales Manager for Quebec and Ottawa Valley. So, as mentioned by Kyla, we will overview some new products that we have available in our IP intercoms. Some of them are already available. Some of them will be available very shortly. So we'll see that. So we'll be reviewing today the new PC580 SBT, the new user interface N8000 schedule, the N8000 SG, which is a SIP gateway, and finally our new SIP video intercom. So to start with, the PC580 SBT, that's a product actually that is available right now that we have in stock and that you guys can quote and put into the market. If you don't have any pricing, I will invite you to contact your regional sales manager accordingly to your area. So what is the PC580 SBT? Basically, it's PC580S, but ready to be used with our intercom products. So it's a 10-watt, 8-ohm nominal power speaker. We have a 5-watt transformer on it with 70-volt and 25-volt taps, up to 5 watts in both voltage. We have a good frequency response of 50 to 16.5 kilohertz, and 97 dB of sensitivity at 1 watt, 1 meter for that speaker. So basically, the N8000 custom station ready is the PC580 SBT. So we have just installed a stainless steel rugged top button on it, and pre-drill the grills for you to install more easily the microphone associated with some of our different stations that can be used with this. And you will also have all the features of the PC580S for this station. The applicable modules that can be used with the 580 SBT are the RS142 that is using 2 shielded wires and the exchange N8000 RS. We can also use the RS442 that uses 2 twisted pair, and the exchange will be then at that time the N8400 RS. Also, the N8050SB can be used, and that uses only 1 pair and is connected to the N8000 EX. And you can also use N8640 SB, which is our IP station board that will connect directly to a network hub and use 5 cable over modem Cat 5. The accessories available for the 580 SBT is basically exactly the same as for the 580S only. So we have a surface box, a recess box, and for tile sealing, we have the QHY TB2s that are available for you to install. Different application for this device. Well, we typically think about the school market. We use this type of speakers a lot in the school market, but it can also be industrial, correctional, and sport complex. Basically, with this type of sensitivity of 97 dB at 1 watt, 1 meter, all ambient noise place will gain of using this device on some installation. So it's an interior speaker only, so for outside application would highly recommend to look at other type of solution. The N8000 SCAD, well, we have came out with a user software that is now available to you guys and to our customer. Basically, TOA is not in the software business, but we don't have the choice at this point now. Not all of our software are free, and this one need a license. And for pricing, please again contact your regional sales manager to have further details. So the licensed software that this is the N8000 Scan. So basically, it is a user software, and this will duplicate all the functions that are available in the settings software for the scheduled portion of the N8000 AF. So we have tried as most as possible to duplicate all of those settings and functions into this software to make it more user-friendly for the user, as this is requested a lot in the marketplace, especially when thinking about the school market. The schools often change their schedules and the time that they ring the bell, so giving them a user interface is making it more easy for a user, and also for you guys, as you don't have to use the settings software all the time to manage for your customer the schedule, the bell schedule of the schools. So as mentioned, it is licensed. So each copy of the software will request a registration, and at that time, your user will have a unique username and password in order to reach the schedule, and also secure the settings of the schedule, so not everybody can go in the schedule and change the time by accident or not even by accident. So as mentioned, we have tried to make it that as user-friendly. So the schedule will allow the user to modify all the settings of the existing schedule. I believe that up to a certain level, it is possible for the user to set up the complete schedule, but we strongly recommend that the initial schedule is set up from the N8000 setting software by a technician, and afterwards it's easier for the end user to go in there, or modify or create a new event in the schedule. So new events can be created or modified by the end user. And basically all the settings and parameters can be changed or created also from the user software. So the time, the occurrence, the bell type that they want to use, and also the zones where this event will be broadcast can be modified from the user interface. Just like the settings software, we have 16 schedules available to us, and each of them can have 64 different events. So it's giving us a possibility of 1,024 events that can be modified or created by the end user. Another interesting software that has been released, actually, and this is available to you guys at this time. Again, if you don't have any pricing on it, please contact your sales manager. But it is published in your price list at this time. So what is the N8000 SG? It's basically a SIP gateway between our N8000 IP intercom and SIP device or phone system or servers. So this software is also a licensed software. Actually, the license is carried on a USB dongle that we can see on the picture here. And actually, the software will run in demo mode if you don't have the dongle, but I think it's going to stop after 30 minutes. So at this time, the N8000 SG has been tested on some different SIP servers. Cisco Call Manager has been tested, and it's working fluently, as well as Asterisk and FreeSwitch. And since also last summer or last fall, we are a technology alliance partner with Genetec, and we can integrate with their security center platform through their module called Cipilia. We're looking over here a little bit at the architecture of the gateway. So if we look at the diagram, basically on the left, we have all the N8000 system device. So this is composed of substation, masters, exchange, IP device as a door station or IP masters. And on the right side, we have a SIP system. It might be a Cisco Call Manager or other SIP device. And the SIP gateway is sitting on the network talking to both systems. Basically, it is a translator between the N8000 and the SIP protocol. A little bit more in details, we can see a more detailed diagram of how this is working. And we see on the far left the station of the N8000 intercom. This is talking to our virtual N8000EX and then distributed to the virtual N8000 masters. And then the software will translate our protocol to the SIP protocol to talk to virtual SIP client on the other side, and then carry over the information to the SIP servers or SIP telephone. So we have 5 speech paths available on the N8000 SG. So 5 different calls can be done. It might be calls or paging done at the same time from the N8000 SG. We have basically all the functions of a master available to us also from a SIP extension. So we can do door strike and activation of the control input or control output. Obviously, we can communicate directly with another master or a door station. And in order to activate the control I/O, the control output, to do a door strike, operation is fairly simple, just like our master. Once you have reached your SIP extension, you'll dial star and 0 to 4, depending on the device you're using, in order to activate the right control input or output. On a diagram, this illustrates this way. So again, we see that we have the master station doing the same function, This is the operation we need to do from a master, regular N8000 master on the top. And below, the only difference is that we need to dial first the SIP gateway extension and then star 0 to 4 as mentioned in order to activate a control output from your device on the N8000 system. So the functions available to us, the paging, paging per zone or paging all call, and just like the door strike, also very easy. You'll dial star and 800 to 805 in order to reach a specific zone or do an all call. Illustrating here the paging function. Once again, directly from the master station, we have the paging function to reach the zone 1, and it's going to be the same thing basically, except that you have to dial the SIP extension before doing your paging per zone or all call below. So the specs here for the software, the 8000 SG, specifying the EULA we're using under our SIP gateway. As mentioned, we have 5 speech paths, so 5 simultaneous conversation can be done between our N8000 intercom and SIP device, or 5 paging also, or 2 conversation and 3 paging can occur at the same time. I believe that that's a correct number of speech paths for our device, and it is also possible to run more than one gateway on a large system. It can be like for application like having a gateway running between security center and our intercom, and a gateway also running between Cisco Call Manager and our intercom. So application, well, basically everywhere where we have VoIP telephony, then we can integrate now easily our N8000 intercom to VoIP telephony. If there is any question about compatibility between SIP systems that are not listed so far, please communicate with our tech support team to make sure that they are compatible and they will be working together. Also, other application, well, is all integration to Genetec Security Center through Sepelia. School and institutional, that will open up also communication more easily with our intercom. At the airports, obviously, also can be a very good application, correctional, and also our integration to our brand new SIP video intercom that we'll just see right now. So the lineup is fairly simple. It's only 3 devices. We have the NSP80MS1, which is our master station. We have the video door station and an audio-only door station. The multimedia master station is the NSP80MS1, and basically it's equipped with a 7-inch 16:9 ratio touchscreen. Intuitive operation with the regular keypad. It's compatible with all the major video codecs and audio codecs. It's Android based. At this time, we don't have also any ETA for this, but we expect an Android app to be available for the system, and hopefully also an iOS app that might be available for us. But this is not ready at the time as we are talking, and we should be seeing at least the Android app coming in the near future. Those devices, just like all of our other IP intercom devices, are PoE capable or can be powered up by local power with a power supply. So this is the video SIP Intercom. So again, compatible with all the major audio and video codecs. We have echo canceller built in order to provide better quality communication and full duplex communication between stations and master. We have some photosensitive sensors in order to do automatic brightness control, and it's LED illuminated for dark and night sight. Resolution is up to 1080p, so it's a very good quality camera. Something that is not on the spec sheet at this time is that we use ONVIF standard, so it's also compatible with all ONVIF CCTV IP systems. And the audio-only station is basically the same, except it doesn't have the camera. So when there's application that the video is not needed, obviously at a cheaper cost, the audio station can be used and just have basically the same specs as the video door station. And again, it's all PoE application. Here we see a few typical application diagrams from our video intercom. Well, obviously, it's going to be able to communicate between the audio N8000 and our video intercom. This will have to go through the SIP gateway in order to communicate together. Obviously, the video intercom can be standalone system also. But we see here a possible integration to an N8000 device with an N8000 AF. So on the left side, we have the video systems connecting to a switch hub. There's a SIP server sitting on there and our SIP gateway. And it's possible then to make a page to the N8000 AF on the other side, or whatever N8000 device from the SIP multimedia master station on the video side. Other possible application is direct paging with our SIP module SP11N. The SP11N is a device that is on the market yet for at least 3 years, I would say. And this module will fit in all of our modular amp, like the BG2000, the 700 series, 900 series, or 9000 digital matrix series amplifier. So it's very simple. You have an extension associated to the SP11N, and then you can, from the master, create a page on the background music system that you're using, or whatever application that your BG or TOA amp is driving on the other side. So that drives us to the end. Obviously, I hope that all of you are aware that now the N8000 is a certified product at TOA Canada, and in order to get pricing and delivery, you need to be dealer certified to get pricing and delivery, and also tech support on our equipment. We have a bunch of good dealers that have passed our certification. It is a 2-day program offer at our head office in Mississauga. And I believe that everybody so far that has done our training have enjoyed it and have successfully succeed our exam.